Mike Bird, what's up? Oh wait, last time Spencer beat you in, I guess. So how you doing, Spencer? I don't know. Well, Bill, what's up? How you doing? Hey, Spencer. Did any of you guys see that last week? Was Spencer in your feed? Because he wasn't in mine. I don't know where he went, because he sent me a picture of his where he was first in the room, but he wasn't even in my room. I don't know. I don't know. So, you weren't here first? Okay. Just checking. I wanted to make sure, because I don't want to have to fix my shit. I mean, I got enough shit to fix. I don't want to fix any more shit, So how's everybody doing tonight? No, I haven't been hacked. I changed my password again. And I haven't, so far so good. I haven't been hacked again. So let's keep our fingers crossed on that one. I changed my my feed algorithm thingy, whatever they call that, password, and yeah. So yeah, haven't been hacked so far. So we'll see. Yeah, it doesn't seem to matter. I mean, he seems to be able to get around it anyway, however he does it. Because I've changed it before, and he still finds his way back in here. So it's ever since I changed to this new computer, he hadn't been in. But then he did. What is new? Oh gosh, funny you should ask that, Wild Bill. God, what is new? I may have bought an airplane. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I think, and I think it showed up today. Yeah. How about that? Yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah. Paul Ballard, what's up? How you doing, man? Keith Christie. I see my little buses on the run. So yeah, we might have to do an unboxing tonight. I don't know. Well, I can't tell you that yet, Bill. I can't let it all out of the bag. I can tell you it was on sale. You know me in sales, so I kind of had to buy it because it was on sale. It's a plane I've wanted for a long time, and finally got the opportunity to get it on sale. And hey, check 6, what's up? So I did. Now I'll probably fly it one day. I don't know, but this is really going to be a hangar queen. It's just it's one I want to hang up or set on the coffee table, kind of. So yeah, but I'll probably fly it, but it won't be a regular flyer. This is definitely something kind of special for me. Strut Buster, what's up? Did they finally make a flying cheeseburger? I don't know. I think somebody took that cheeseburger for a ride at the Pilot Ryan event. I think it was in somebody's plane in the air. I don't know. It might have been. Yeah, Keith Christie, I decided to fix the Tiger Cat. So, and all the parts for that are here too. Well, they're not all, because they were out of stock on a couple of things, but most of it's here. Yeah, it showed up today too. So yeah, the Tiger Cat will live again. I bought everything I needed, but it didn't all show up today. At least I think I bought everything I needed. I'm pretty sure I did. I hope so. But yeah, it won't be quite as pretty as it was. But I'm gonna do a lot of massaging on it. Here's the big problem with the Tiger Cat, guys. It has so much rivet detail that it makes it almost impossible to do any kind of body work on it, because you're going to either sand off the rivets or cover up the rivets. You know, it's a really difficult airplane to get hanger rash off of because of all the rivets. I mean, there's got to be, I'm not exaggerating, there's got to be 2 million rivets on this damn thing. It's ridiculous. I mean, every single inch of this airplane has got rivets all over it. So let me all right, so here's a piece of the crash. Let me change camera angle here for a minute. I'll show you what I'm talking about. For those of you that don't have one of these or haven't seen one up close. All right, so you can see all the wrinkles in it from the crash, but look at the rivets. Okay, I mean, there's rivets everywhere on this thing. The whole airplane is like this. Everywhere, top, bottom. It's really hard. I mean, like, how in the world would I ever be able to sand out all those compression wrinkles if I was going to fix this, for instance, and not ruin the rivets? So that's what I'm facing here. That's part of the problem. Is how do I do that? How do I get through that? And it'll be a lot of work. Yeah, new fuselage is here. Yeah, because that's what's left of the fuselage. All right. Well, now that we got this camera on, let me show you. Here's what's left of. See, I can show you a stall crash when I stalled an airplane and crashed it, and then I'll show you when an underpower, moving pretty fast. Here, the pilot ejected. He's okay. He got out alive. But this is the rest of the fuselage. Right there. That's the fuselage, guys. That's what's left of it. Here's the nose. Okay. With broken nose gear. That's half of it. The other half is here. Okay. So that's toast. And then here's the battery tray. And then the rest of this is just, pieces. And this is everything in front of the wing. From the wing forward. This is what's left of. Here's the nose cone. So when I said it hit the ground hard, moving, I'm not shitting. This is. I mean, the plane I stalled at 50 feet off the ground. This was only about 10 feet off the ground, hauling ass. The one I stalled at 50 feet off the ground is all intact. I mean, it's got a couple of compression, but it's all one piece. The nacelle broke in half, but that's about it. Now, I did break. So here's the damage to the wing. Actually, both wings are pretty good shape. I mean, they got a lot of compression wrinkles in them, but so here's the nacelle. This is the right wing. That's snapped, but that'll glue back together. But I'm going to replace the nacelles anyway. That's the one thing that was on back order because I need these cowls, and they're not available separate. They only come with the nacelle. So I got to buy the nacelles to get the cowls. So I'll take everything out of these nacelles and put them in the new nacelles, and I'll have new cowls. These motors are fine. I'll reuse the fake motors and all that. So, but the wing itself is not horrible. It's got problems, but we'll work through them. Like you see here, there's some damage here, right here, and then there's more damage over here, and both the lens covers are gone. I think the lights will probably still work. So yeah, But there's a lot of compression wrinkles in the wing, like on that corner right there. You know, but I can probably work around that. I think I can. I'll do my best to dial that up without ruining the wrinkles or ruining the rivets, and we'll reuse the wings, and I think we'll be okay. No, Lyndon, I don't have any video of the crash. I had my cameras with me, but I didn't have my hat with me to put the camera on, and I don't have a cameraman. So no, I don't have a video of the crash. Just the aftermath of the crash. So, but yeah, this is what's left. Both hubs are okay. So a couple of key points I want to touch on too. That you know, one guy asked if the prop nut came loose. Even if the nut had come loose, FMS uses a hex drive. So unless the prop fell off, it was still going to be driving the airplane. Okay, and no, neither of the prop nuts were not loose. But even if they'd gotten loose enough for like what you were probably thinking, whoever said that the prop was spinning, no, yeah, that can't happen because it's a hex drive that slides over a hex hub. So unless it comes off the motor, it can't slip. So that was not going to happen. So it turned out it was the motor that failed. I plugged everything together on the floor here, hooked a battery up to it. It was a fully charged battery. I had discharged it anyway. And I didn't have any props to put a load on it, but I just spun it up and let them run for 30 minutes trying to kill the battery, but at the same time testing everything. And I checked both the ESCs, and they felt kind of warm, just a little warmth in them. No big deal. No real hotness, just a slight warmth. The right motor, again, even less warm than the ESCs. The left motor was so hot I couldn't touch it. So the motor was the failure. That's what failed, was the motor. Yeah, the motor was so hot. The left motor was so hot I couldn't touch it. So the left motor's burning up. It was running, but it ain't right. It's obviously got a burnt. One of the windings is burnt. Obviously, it's shorted, and it's burning itself up while it's running. So, and that either led to the ESC overheating or the motor itself just locking up from the heat. I don't know. I don't know what exactly, but obviously the left motor's shit. So I got to replace it. That's the fail point. Now I'm going to do more testing. Once I get the new motor and put props on it, I'll run it again under load with propellers on it, and we'll see a new shirt image for the Hubble. Yeah. Yeah. So when I get it all together, I'll retest it before I fly it. But yeah, it looks like the left motor is what failed, not the ESC. So I ordered a motor. I ordered everything. I ordered the fuselage. The nacelles are out of stock, so I couldn't order those. But I ordered a fuselage, the nose gear. All the nose gear doors are broken. The hinges are all broken, so I had to order the doors. I ordered propellers, just blades. My hubs are okay, so I ordered blades because all the blades but these two are broken. I ordered the nose gear, the complete nose gear assembly, minus the retract mechanism, because I'm pretty sure the retract's probably fine. I don't think that failed. And what else? Spars. The spars are toast. The lens covers for the wingtip lights come with the fuselage. Figure that one out. They don't come with the wings. They come with the fuselage. At least that's what the picture shows. We'll find out for sure in a minute here. But yeah, while it'd be much easier to get a new plane, but it cost me $294 to fix it versus $650 to replace it. So this one will fix, and it'll be fine. It'll fix. I'll make it look good. It won't be perfect, but it wasn't perfect anyway. My planes that get flown, so they get hanger rash on them anyway. So I'm not anal about it being pristine. It'll be good. It'll look very good. Yeah, I saved $50 by buying parts and got free shipping. Don't forget the free shipping. Yeah. So anyway, what else did I order? I don't know. I'll get the box and we'll open it and I'll show you everything I ordered. But yeah, it was $294 versus $650. Now that doesn't include the nacelles, but they're only $57 for the pair, so that there'll eventually be another $57 to get the new nacelles. I have no problem reusing these. I can make these look fine. I can glue this back together and make it fine. The left ones are actually in pretty good shape. Hot glue and paper tape. Oh, you've been watching way too much David yourself. Hot glue and paper tape. Yeah, the left nacelle almost perfect. It's got some bad compression wrinkles in it, but it's totally serviceable. This one broke in the front and the back, the right one. But I can fix it. I mean, I can glue it back together, but it's still going to look crappy. The one thing I can't do, though, is buy the cowls. Now, this cowl's got some damage, but it's not broken. The other cowl's pretty messed up. So it'd be very hard to make a cowl. I can't believe they don't sell them separately, but they don't. So that's the only reason because otherwise I'd reuse the nacelles. These compression wrinkles I could get out of it. Especially like right here, there's not a lot of rivets right here. So these wrinkles I could fix. You see how the wrinkles there? See, I can fix those. There's only a line of rivets on the outer edge, so I would just have to do all the repair work in between the rivets, and there's going to be some damage left over again, some hanger rash, but that I can live with that. So yeah, paper tape's great stuff. Yeah, I've used it. Not a big hot glue fan, but the paper tape's pretty cool. Actually, you can do a lot of cool stuff with paper tape. So anyway, so that's that. So this is all this little broken stuff. These are the doors. This is the mechanism that opens and closes the doors. It's broken, and the doors are broken. This is more part of the battery tray. Yeah, it's quite a mess. There is a piece of foam I need. This might be it. There's a piece of the wing missing that I need the foam. I mean, I can fix it without it. I'll just fill it with Gorilla Glue. But I was hoping that the piece of foam I needed was here. I don't think it is. I don't see it. Yeah, this is too roundy. Yeah, that can't be. It's flatter than that. I'm looking for a piece of flat foam. Yeah. Actually, that might be it. It's part of it, maybe. No. Now, there's a chunk of foam missing where the spar tore out of the wing. It took a chunk of foam with it on just the one wing. But I can fix it. That's not a big deal. That's not a critical part of the repair. It'll be fine. So, yeah. I do have one lens. One of the wingtip lenses is here. I just can't find. I couldn't find the other one. It was spread over a wide area, this crash. So picking all the pieces up, I tried to get them all, but the receiver blew apart. The back of the receiver was missing. I did find it though. I found the receiver back. It was way the hell out in the left field, but So yeah, no, that's not the receiver. The receiver's down there on the floor, yeah. So yeah, so anyway. Yeah, so what's the guess of the new plane I have? Yeah, so with the savings of over $300, I bought a new plane. It was on sale. So there's a big hint, guys. How many planes were on sale this past week? Yeah, rivets are overrated. I know, Check 6. They look cool and everything, but that's the way the plane comes. Would you have me? And I thought about it. I thought about, hey, why don't I just do a Howard Hughes and just take all the rivets off of it and repaint it smooth, and that's still an option. I could still maybe do that. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to glue all this back together. Hell, I don't even know if I have. I'm sure I don't have all the foam. But yeah, this is fucked up. You ain't putting this back together, Okay, so those probably go together this way, somehow like that. That's part of probably the nose, and then that probably hooks. Yeah, this is so screwed up. I'd never be able to fix this. But that probably goes here somehow. Yeah. So yeah, there's no putting that back together. That's why I bought a fuselage. I wasn't going to even attempt that. You can do it. Yeah, well, that's why I bought. I'm going to do it, but I'm not going to do that. It was $100. I think it was $117 for the fuselage. It's going to take me more than $117 worth of glue just to figure out how to put this back together. So fuck it. Just bought a new fuselage. I wasn't going to try that. But yeah, it's so yeah. So there's the carnage of the what's left of the fuselage anyway. So all right. So I got to. Shadow was in and said hello and then left. I missed that. Damn it. Yeah, steaming. Yeah. Well, that's exactly what I was planning on doing. Wild Bill, I'm gonna do some steaming. I'm gonna have to on the parts that. Listen, all the tail surfaces are they got some damage. I'm gonna be steaming and Gorilla Gluing to fix the tail surfaces, but they're reusable, so I'm gonna fix those. The rudder's part of the fuselage, so that came with it. The rudder and the vertical fin, but the horizontals I'm reusing. The wings I'm reusing. A lot of the mechanism stuff that doesn't come new I'll be reusing. Some of this stuff will probably come with the fuselage. I'm sure it's in there. Yeah, it looks like I put it in the trash compactor. Yeah. So the autopsy that everybody wanted me to do, including Roy. Is Roy here yet? I'll see him. That was the findings. The left motor is shit. It burnt the left motor up. It still runs, but it gets hotter than, oh my God, hot. And the right motor's cool as a cucumber. So after running for 30 minutes wide open, the right motor had no heat in it at all, and the left motor you couldn't touch. So obviously the left motor is what caused the crash. So let's see what else. Anything else? Well, okay, I'm a little anal, Keith. You know, I do want it to look nice. All my planes look nice. I don't fly junk. You know, I redo my planes now and then, repaint them. You know, I've got an airbrush, and so I do, but they don't have to be perfect. So if I have to sand off a few rivets here and there, I ain't gonna worry about that. You know, it's just a matter of just making it look nice. Again, I'm sure it'll fly good. Just with the compression wrinkles don't change how it flies at all. So it's gonna fly perfect. So. Yeah, I do too, Jeff. I always notice the rivets when I'm flying. It's funny you say that. The rivets are so fucking big on the old Crow from Motion RC. I think it's a free wing, even though it's an airplane, prop plane. I think it was made by Free Wing, not Flightline. The old Crow has gigantic rivets. I mean, you could see them from the air. They're so huge, it's ridiculous. I mean, they're gigantic rivets on that plane, which are totally out of, scale. But whatever. I don't know why they did that. But you can see them, So let's see. David, you said Spectrum P51. What are we talking about? Did I miss something? Blue duct tape. Yeah, there we go. We can blue duct tape it back together. Yeah, I need a case of that. So let me see if there's anything else. Evo Timber Twin. What's that? Somebody must ask Chef about an airplane. I don't know. Craig Beaven, what's up? Anybody else in here? I haven't said Reitza. Hello, Reitza. Did I say hi to you? Hi, Reitza. I know I said let's. Hello, JCB. Check 6. Who else is here? Wild Bill. Jeff in Lower Alabama. David Hobo. Oh, so right, so you crashed your Carbon Z Cub? Oh, that's too bad, man. Sorry to hear that. But you got a new fuse for it today, too? Oh, good for you, man. Kenny F. and Rogers! George Watts, what's up? Yes, George is right, 100%. There's nothing worse than not knowing what crashed the plane, because then you're wondering, if I fly it again, am I going to crash it again? Is going to happen again? And that's exactly the worst kind of feeling. So yes, we've got it figured out. The left motor definitely burnt up. I'm sure that's what caused the crash. That son of a bitch got hot. So with no load on it. So you can just imagine with a prop on it spinning, loaded, how hot it would have got. So yeah, so that's where we're at. We've got it figured out. Now, could the ESC still be bad? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Under no load, the motor got hot. The ESC did not. The right and left ESCs felt the same. I didn't notice any heat difference in those two. The right motor was cold. I mean, it had just a a little tiny bit of warmth in it. Nothing at all. The left motor was too hot to touch. So the left motor definitely failed. Even though it was running, and it might have lasted 5 minutes. So you got to think about this, guys. If you were only flying your plane for 5 minutes and you had a motor failing like this, you may never know it. You may keep flying that airplane, and every time you fly it, the motor's just cooking itself, and you don't even know it. So I suggest if you ever have a prop strike to do a pretty good crash investigation before you just go out and keep flying it. Make sure you check it out. This is something new to me, guys. I would have never suspected what I found here at all. You know, this was weird. You know, like I said, in the past, it's either, well, you know, I don't know. Maybe I've been flying planes that are burning up and I don't know it. Because I've had some prop strikes before, so we all have. I mean, it's just part of the hobby. So have I got other motors that are burning up and I don't even know it? Who knows? Maybe. But I'll definitely... 2 things I learned from this that I will definitely be changing. When I taxi out on my flying field now, I will walk next to the airplane and make sure I'm not taxiing into a hole. Usually I just taxi it out to the runway and then walk out there and get ready to take off. Not anymore. I'll walk next to it and I'll make sure I see where I'm going and make sure I'm not taxiing into danger. So that's number 1. And number 2, from now on when I have a prop strike on any of my airplanes, it's just going to go back in the trailer. I'll bring it home. I'll do a thorough test on it, make sure it's good before I go fly it again. That's why I brought the trailer. You know, I have 18, 20 planes in the trailer. I got plenty to fly. So I can just put the plane away and test it and make sure it's good before I fly it again. So that was the 2 big things I learned. I'm not going to taxi on the runway without walking next to it so I know where I'm going. And I'll definitely be testing any prop strikes from here on out to make sure we're good to go before we fly. Because that motor sat there running just fine. They're both running just running. No big deal. They're running. Okay. You know, 30 minutes later, I go back, and the left one's so hot I can't touch it. Well, there's something wrong with the left motor. So, yeah, Roy. Okay, what's your theory then? Let's hear your accident evaluation, Mr. TSB or yeah. What is it? The TSB? Yeah. Yeah. What's your take on it? You don't think that a prop strike would do that? What do you think the take is? Inquiring minds want to know. Mike SSI, what's up? Good to see you, man. Ken, why would you think the motor's getting dirt and dust in it when there's a prop blowing air over the motor to cool it? You don't think that prop blast is blowing all the dirt out of it? You think a compressed air is going to do a better job than a propeller blowing air over the motor? I mean, all these motors get air blown through them while they're flying through the air, even the jets. Why would you think a compressor with compressed air would make any difference? The only reason I disagree with that, Roy, is because I fly the plane for 11 minutes each flight. So why would it have made it through 11 minutes of flight all these other times if that motor was failing all along? You know, and then now all of a sudden it decided it's going to take a shit. That's the only reason I disagree with your thought there, is that, you know, this plane is 6 years old, 5 years old. It's got, you know, 100 flights on it, all at 11 minutes, you know, flight time. So why did it pick now to fail then? Okay, Michael. So I rolled it into the ground. So why is the motor burning up? You know, you guys can believe whatever you want. I'm not going to debate you. I'm just, you know, I hope you learned something from this. That's the only reason I do this show, guys. You know, I mean, for the fun of it, for the love of the hobby, and hopefully to help you guys enjoy your hobby more. I guess you weren't here for that. So I ran them for 30 minutes, Roy, to test the motors and the ESCs. Both ESCs were just slightly warm after 30 minutes or wide open throttle. No load on them, though. There's no props on the motors. They're just spinning. The right motor was slightly less warm than the ESC. The left motor was so hot you couldn't touch it. The left motor was burning up. I mean, it was so freaking hot it was going to melt. Okay, so the left motor's melting. The right motor's cooler than the ESCs. Both the ESCs were just slightly warm. So that's, I guess you didn't have that knowledge. Now you do. Airflow through the motors is much weaker than airflow around the cowling. Well, Ken, I got to disagree with you. The plane's flying through the air at 70, 80 miles an hour. That air is going through everything. If there's a hole anywhere in the airplane, that air is moving through it. So, yes, there's definitely air going through the motors. You know, I mean, if you want to take a compressor there and blow them out, that's good. I mean, you're not going to hurt anything. I just don't think it's necessary. I think it's getting plenty of air through it to clean itself out. So, you know, but if you feel like you need to take a compressor there to blow it out, do it. You're not going to hurt it. There's nothing wrong with that idea. So you're who made that one? Whose plane is that? Feeling hot, hot, hot. Yeah, that's how it felt. Hot, hot, hot. That motor was hot, hot, hot. 31 in the room. Awesome, guys. Hey, only 10 likes. Come on, guys. You can do better. Well, you know, you're a car guy, Roy. How many times have you touched something to a battery terminal left in, you know, the negative positive, like a wrench or a screwdriver? that arc welding shit happens fast. So you got these tiny little wires with a very thin coat, a clear coat on them, that are wound around the armature. You know, each of the word I'm thinking of is out of my reach at the moment, but you know, they're tiny windings. Okay, so that sudden prop strike sent a charge through one of those windings that melted that thin coat of insulation off of it. Now I've got a dead short somewhere in one of the windings, and so now it's creating a lot of heat. You know, it's going to burn itself up. Eventually it would, you know. There you go. Check 6 mounts a compressor on the plane and blows the motors out as he's flying. There you go. That's a win-win-win there. In the wind. A win-win-win in the wind. You can't win better than win. That's a win. See, Roy, that's why we're all here talking about it. Makes you think. You know, get you some, you know, we're spitballing ideas off each other. We're figuring it out. That's why we learn in this hobby. Jeff Donaldson, oh my God, Jeff, how are you? Man, it's good to see you. Jeff, you can come over to my house and fly if you want to fly like your drones and stuff. We got room right here to fly. I fly out a field in. It's a little bit of a drive, but it's well worth the drive. It's a beautiful place. It's in Wesley Chapel. There's no fees. No, you come and go as you want. You can fly anything you want. The guy that owns the place is super cool, and yeah. So yeah, if you want to come flying with me, buddy, any day, let me know. And if you want to fly something small, you know, like the tiny whoops. Listen, this giant hangar I have now, we could set up a course inside here and fly tiny whoops all day long in here. Which is what I had planned to do anyway, eventually. So, yeah, man, just let me know. Yeah, we can go flying here or out at the field, whatever you want to do. You know? Like an old car starter, yeah. You're going to Sparks on Saturday? Sparks is the one down in St. Pete, right, Lewis? I've never been down there. Been by it a bunch of times, but I've never actually been at that field. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just trying to get caught up here. I know I missed some stuff. A Warbird event? Oh, no shit. Really? And that's the one in St. Pete, right? That's the field you're talking about? It's all George's fault. Yeah, we established that last week, Michael. George says he'll accept the responsibility as long as he doesn't have to pay for it. So, yeah, the wiggly washer came up the giggly pin. You know, the fix for that's just a little bit of headlight rim oil. That'll fix that. You know, that'll keep the wiggly washer from coming off the jiggly pin or whatever. Yeah, see, George is a good man. See, he claimed full responsibility. Just as long as he doesn't have to pay for it, he's good. Right, Roy. So I've had that too. That's what was so surprising to me about how this worked. Because usually, in my experience anyway, I did have one motor burn up, not the ESC, but I was flying my Valiant with the stock crappy motor that comes in it with the plastic rear hub, which I don't think the plastic rear of the can had anything to do with it, but I was flying it in the rain, and apparently it didn't like the water getting in it, and it burnt the motor up in the rain. So, but the ESC was fine. It was just, but it burnt the motor up. But yeah, it's been my experience. Usually the ESC is the fail point, not the motor. But not in this one. This one, definitely the motor. All right, Jeff. Hey, man, keep in touch, buddy. You know, we got to do some flying. Yeah, this is the crash plane in front of me here. What's left of it? We're getting ready to unbox the replacement parts. So, yeah, this was a FMS, the F7F Tiger Cat. You know, one of my favorite airplanes all around. Beautiful flying, beautiful looking, scale, unbelievable. Just a really, really, really cool airplane. An AOL moment. Yeah. So, yeah, so we were discussing. Yeah, well, yeah, they came today, Roy. I didn't get everything. So here's another little information for you guys. Oh, God, we had 6 people leave, too. Damn it. If you order anything directly from FMS and it's in stock and closer to ship it, they'll send it. All this stuff came from Fair RC, the place here in Florida. So even though I bought it directly from FMS, it's shipped from Fair RC. So just something you ought to know. If you order it from FMS. So if FMS is running a sale and Fair RC's not, or the other is a point system now, just like Horizon, so you can build points toward, credit toward your next purchase. I don't know if Fair does that or not. I haven't been on Fair's website that much yet to know, because I don't spend a lot of time there. So, but I'm just letting you guys know in case you have the answers there, So just so you know that, yeah, I ordered all this stuff from FMS Direct, but it all shipped from Fair RC. So, what's still usable on it? Well, Craig, so the wings are not pretty, but they're usable. They got a lot of compression wrinkles in them. But they're I'll do some repair work on it, but I'm going to reuse the wings. The whole motor, the engine pods are reusable, but I don't have. You can't get the cowls unless you buy the nacelles. And even though these nacelles are usable, I want to replace the cowls, and they're only $57 for the pair. So I'm going to go ahead and get them. I didn't order those yet because they're on back order. But I ordered everything else that I think everything else I needed. So I had to replace one motor. Both ESCs seem to be good, so they're usable. One motor is usable. The prop hubs and spinners are usable, but I had to buy blades because that's the way FMS does it. You don't have to buy hubs. You just buy blades. The blades are replaceable. So I bought 2. They come in left and right rotating. So you get all 6 blades for $9, I think it was. So the elevator horizontals are usable. The main gear usable. Nothing happened to any of that. I'm hoping the retract mechanism is good on the nose gear. I'm hoping it was just the mechanical part, because that's all I ordered was the mechanical part. You can either buy the whole thing or you can buy just the mechanical. So I bought just the mechanical because I'm assuming that my retract part is good. Because the gear was up when it hit the ground, so it shouldn't have damaged the retract itself. So that's still good. So the dummy engines are reusable. There's nothing wrong with these. They didn't get any damage. So the nacelle, the dummy engines are good. So it came to $294, I believe, to replace everything I think I needed to put the plane back in the air. And I can put it back in the air with these nacelles. I can glue them back together and they'll work fine. They don't look real good, but they'll work. But I'll probably spiff for the $57 to get 2 new nacelles and then swap them out. Just to make it prettier. But yeah, I can make it. I can do it with. I can fix the nacelle. This will glue right. Not this. This will glue right back in place. And then the back of the same one. The left one's, other than some compression damage, didn't break. This one broke in 2 places, here and in the back. But both of them will glue right back up. So I don't see that being an issue to keep it, to fly it. So I'll probably spend the $57 for the new ones. We'll see. Yeah, I'm going to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is the last time I went through this much trouble. The bus wreck, yeah. All right, so that's everything. I'm glad you're here, Roy. I wanted you to hear the autopsy, because now I'm going to go get the box with the new parts, and I haven't even opened it yet. Let's go see what came in the mail today, and then I have a new plane also, but that we'll do that unboxing in a minute. Let's do the parts first, and then I bought a new plane, and I'll tell you all about that when we unbox it as well. Oh, no kidding. Oh, well, Craig, I wish I'd have known that ahead of time. That would have been good information. Shit. That's going to suck if I can't get this apart. Oh. All right, well, we'll see what happens. But thanks for that heads up. I appreciate that. But wait, there's more. There's a pocket fisherman in one of these boxes. No. All right, so the box that holds all the parts is huge because of the fuselage. So let me gather all this back up, get it off the table, get it out of the way. I'm selling a F7F Tiger Cat kit form. So I didn't get everything I ordered because Fair RC didn't have everything. So they shipped what they had. The rest of it's coming from FMS Direct. So that might take as much as 15 days, they said. Maybe. 6 to 15 days, they said. It's never taken 15 days. I've ordered a lot of. I've been ordering from FMS Direct since 2016. Okay, so it's never taken 15 days to get anything here. So more than likely in 6 days I'll have the other parts. And I'm not sure. I don't think Fair had the motor or the nose gear assembly. I think they had everything else. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure they didn't have the motor or the front retract assembly. So we'll have to see if we'll go get the box and see what we get. I got some grass from the flying field here too. Okay. All right. That's good enough. So we got prop nuts, hubs. They'll have everything through in there because the propellers are still on it. All right. Here's a couple more pieces of foam, battery tray. Battery tray with the FMS logo on the... All right. And then, like I said, this didn't get... it's got a little bit of damage on it, but it's fine. The pilot's good. He survived because he jumped out. So yeah, this looks okay. This will definitely be reusable. All right, be right back. Let me go get the box of the new stuff. Got a knife right here to open it with. That's good. All right, so here's the tail end of the fuselage. What's left of it? I don't know. I can fix it, but I don't know what the hell caused this. The bottom of the horizontal stabilizer got really road rashed bad, and we have no idea what caused that. But that's that's, I don't know what the hell caused that. The top of it looks fine. I mean, it's not perfect, but it don't look like that. The top looks okay. It's the bottom that's all messed up. I don't know what caused that, but I'm going to reuse it. I can fix that. I'm not worried about that. That's repairable. So this is a hard plastic wing tube, and it's destroyed. I don't know what the hell. So I ordered that. I think that came today. The wing tube. I'll set that over there. Okay. All right, let me get the box. I think this box is longer than and well, maybe not wider, but I don't know. God, this box is huge. I don't remember the box that the plane came in being this big. Move these. Okay. All right. Yeah, this box is huge. I need a pillow in here to set this on. Get it over at the top of all the crap in here of mine. All right. All right. So let's see what we got. All right. I'm gonna change camera angles here because you can't see shit this way. Let me change the camera. Hang on a minute. We're gonna do it with the keyboard. That's the wrong keyboard. Where's the keyboard? All right, what do I do with the keyboard? Oh, there it is. All right, let's switch cameras so you guys can see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. All right, so let's open this up. Okay. All right. Hang on a minute. Let me get the chat. I can't see the chat. Okay. Fred! Yeah. So exactly, Randy. Somebody said it. Maybe I stalled it. No, it was moving pretty fast. It didn't stall. Be nice if I guess you meant to say it would be nice if it was the P-39. Is that what you? I already have a P-39. Ronnie, what's up? Good to see you, man. Airvex, how you doing, Micah? Let's see who else. Victor, what's up? How you doing, man? Donald M., good to see you, man. I use the foam putty. Yes, to get rid of the hanger rash. Yep. Foam putty. I'm gonna use some Gorilla Glue. I'm gonna use some wall spackle. I got all kinds of tricks for fixing the foam. So yeah, not a problem. That's the easy part, really. You know, I got no problem fixing all the foam like that. That's the easy stuff, and it's fun. Wow, there's some nice sheets of foam here. This is a really nice sheet of foam rubber. Wow, that's some beautiful stuff. Man, I gotta make something out of this. That's really nice. And I think I got 2 sheets of it here. Yeah. Wow. That's some nice stuff. Holy crap. All right. So first thing in the box we're looking at is, so here's some, looks like servo, there's a ball bearing in here. I don't know what the hell that's for. A roller bearing. Oh, there's 3 of them. I don't know what those are for. So 3 roller bearings and then some plastic pieces that look like servo mounts are in here. So I'm not sure what those are for, but I'm sure I'll need them. I'll just set that down there. And then the next thing here is the fuselage is right here. I'm assuming FMS put the rest of my parts in here with this. Maybe not. Maybe the only thing they sent me was the fuselage and the rest of the parts are coming in the other package. I don't know. But yeah, here's the new fuselage. And no, it doesn't come with the nose cone. They want $20 for the nose cone. Was not happy about that. Everything else I thought was pretty reasonably priced, but $20 for the nose cone was ridiculous. Obviously, people go through a lot of nose cones, and that's why they can charge out the ass for them, because people will keep buying them. But yeah, I was kind of bummed about that. So yeah, so that's just beautiful right there, guys. That's just gorgeous. You know, that's 90% of the airplane right there. You know, that's fantastic. That is really beautiful. And yes, it's got a million rivets on it. But yeah, that's beautiful. So there's that. Now we just have to bolt everything back on it. I'm going to set it right there for a minute. Let's see if there's anything else in the box. No, that's it, really? The only thing they shipped was the fuselage? Oh, sorry guys, I assumed, because the FMS does that, I assumed they would have put the other parts in this box with the fuselage. You know, opened it up and then stuffed, you know, the extra stuff, you know, because it was all little stuff. But they didn't. What a bummer. Alright, well, so I didn't get any of the other parts. All I got was the, so this is the original foam that they shipped the plane in, because here the nacelle, right here is where the nacelles would have been sitting. The fuselage there, and the nacelles here. And then a second tier would have stacked on top of this with the wings and some of the other stuff. This is, you know, half of the exact package that the plane originally comes in. So, and so there's all this extra room here. I thought they would throw the little parts, because everything else is little, you know, gear doors and you know, I mean, the rest of the stuff was pretty little stuff, so I assumed it would have been in here, but it's not. So all we got was the fuselage. Oh well. Sorry about that. I thought we were going to have a better unboxing than that. Thought there was more to see. Apparently not. I think I'm going to go ahead and put this back in here now. It came out easier than it's going to go back in. I didn't untape this and it should. this back in here. That's probably going to pull paint off. Come on, don't pull the paint off. Good job. Good. All right. Let me just set that back in there. Now, set these back on top just to protect it. And close the box back. All right. I'll leave those little parts out. That's not a problem. Let me move this out of here. Oh, almost knocked the camera over. Wow. I'll have to readjust that. Crap. All right. All right, I'll fix that in a second. Remove this. All right, before I bring the new plane in, hang on, let me make some room here and clean up a little bit. I gotta fix the camera. Actually, that looks pretty good. I guess it's all right. Yeah, the camera looks okay. All right, we're good. It's a little too bright somewhere. It's too bright over here. Why is it too bright over here? What the hell is lighting all this stuff up so bright? Yeah, there's a lot of light shining on that, but I don't know from where. There's nothing really shining on that. Boy, that looks weird. Yeah, it shouldn't be that bright. I don't know why it's that bright. The lights are perfect right where they are. Everything looks good except that's just too damn bright. I don't know why. Maybe if I take here, maybe the socks will dull it down. we'll throw the socks over there. Yeah, maybe that'll work. I don't know. It just looks weird. Okay. All right. All right. So the camera airplane. Who wants to guess? Did anybody else bump up? Oh, hang on. I'm trying to get caught up here on the chat again. Hang on. Oh, is that Christy? Did I see Christy in here? Joe Habib, what's up? Good to see you, man. Gear parts. Yeah, just the nose gear I ordered. The mains I haven't opened in the cells, but they're unhurt, so I can't imagine the main gears have any damage at all. I don't know how they could have gotten damaged. The gear was up, and that part of the cells in both of them are perfect, so I can't imagine there could be any damage to the mains. Oh, Randy, when did that happen? Your death spiral with your F4F. No, just replacement parts, Donald. I didn't buy the whole plane. It was the plane's $650, and I bought mine so long ago that it was back when it was still $539 or so. It was less than $100 more. I mean, it's more than $100 more than it is now. So it cost me $294 to buy the replacement parts instead of a whole new airplane at $650. So that gave me extra money to buy another airplane, which we're going to unbox here in a second. And I still had money left over. So okay, love the pic, Joe. Did Joe put up a pic? What? Did I miss it? Let's see here. I did not order decals because A, I have a bunch of decals from the first time because they give you enough to do several different liveries. And since the Marine decals and the stars and bars on the wings will be okay, I haven't decided if I'm going to do Kelly Graphics for some different stuff or if I'm just going to order a new decal sheet. So I decided to wait on that and see. I'll make that decision later. Yeah, Greg. I'll do my best. Thanks for the heads up on that, though. Yeah, earthquake. Yeah, when I kick the camera. Yeah. Uh-oh. Don't do that. Let's see. What else? No, I didn't make money on the crash, Michael. No, it cost me a lot of money. It sucked. But I think I'm going to be okay with reusing what I can, and I think I'll be okay. I don't think it's going to hurt quite as bad because if I had spent $650, it would have sucked. Well, and I'm thinking of that, Roy. I might put a totally different scheme on it. I'm actually considering maybe painting the plane silver, like the other one. I might even do that, or I might make it. Have you seen this thing painted like the fire team, where I think they painted the cells yellow and put red stripes on it, and that scheme. Have you seen that? That's cool looking too. So I have some ideas. We'll see. And none of that was crucial to ordering the parts to fix it. So the decals and paint schemes I can change, as I go later. But I wanted to get the parts ordered. So I spent $600 to save $300. No, I spent $600. Did I spend $600? No. $100 to get another airplane plus the parts to fix this one and save $150. So yeah, I spent a little over $500 and I got the parts to fix this one and another airplane, a brand new airplane. Oh, no kidding, Donald. That's good job, man. That's all right. Yeah, blue color is black in the air. Yeah, almost. In certain lighting, you're right. It does look black. It's so dark blue. So nobody wants to guess what I... It's not that hard to figure out. You know, just take a shot. You're probably going to get it. Yeah, the UMX Ugly Stick. That's exactly the plane I always wanted, Check 6. Boy, you know me so well. Because you said that because you know that's the last fucking airplane on this planet I would order. That's pretty funny. I love that. The FMS Mall. No. It is FMS, though. I'll give you that. It is FMS, but it's not the mall. The Draco plug and play. No, but I saw it was available at Tower. I'm pretty sure Horizon's out of it, but Tower has it. I did see that. So I'm not going to lie. I thought about ordering it just to have another one. You know, I'm, still on the fence on that. I can't think too long, though, because that's not going to be there very long. The LXF, oh, Fred, no, because I just told you it was FMS, but that's coming. I will get that airplane. I'm going to get that airplane. Yeah, Michael Bear got it. I can't believe it. The Hobby, the Harbor Freight P-38. Yeah, I sneak over the border. Everyone's doing it. Well, how you doing, Paul? Good to see you, buddy. The FMS Hellcat. No. That wasn't on sale. It was. The clue is it was on sale. All right, I'm going to give you one more clue, and then I'm going to go get it. It was normally about $300 and just under $300. And I paid just over $200 for it because it was on sale. So it was 20% off. So it was in FMS's 20% off grouping, if you guys went and looked at that. So it was one of their 20% off airplanes. So no, Wild Bill, it's not High Fred. Good guess, but that's not it. That's okay, Ervic. You don't have to guess anymore. We'll let other people guess. I guess nobody wants else. Everybody's guessed out. Okay, I'll go get it. Everybody's guessed out. If you want to throw a couple more in while I'm getting the box, go ahead. I'll be right back. It's not far. All right. Move this. I need to put it up here. Okay. So it's a smaller box. Not super huge. F8F. Nope. 1200 millimeter. Nope. Close. 11. I think it's 1100 millimeter. That really narrows it down because FMS doesn't make very many 1100 millimeter airplanes. So you know, put your thinking caps on. You're repairing your Barracuda tonight. What Barracuda, and what'd you do to it? You know, Ken Bird, but you're close. You're getting there. Ken Bird's on the right track. He's on the right track. He's not quite there, but he's close. Is Bearcat tonight? No. Corsair? No. All right, last clue, and then I'm going to just take it out of the box. It comes in 4 different paint schemes. Ooh, Wild Bill, there it is, Mustang. It's a Mustang. Wild Bill's there. Okay, now which Mustang? Yeah, the P-51 Mustang, yeah. That's always better than the Ford Mustang, so... I'm really excited to see this. Oh, I forgot. It's got a display box inside. I forgot all about that. Red Tail. No, not the Red Tail. Yep, Roy's right. Racing version. Yep, it's a racer. Voodoo. Close. No, I already have Voodoo. I've shown that on the show before. So, yeah, I've already got Voodoo, so I had to buy another one just like Voodoo. And Fred nailed it. There it is, Fred. Good job. Miss America. Yep, that's the one. Fred got it. I don't know if somebody got it before Fred. You said Miss America a long time ago. All right, the Airbeck wins. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. Airbeck wins. There it is. Miss America. Roy opened the fucking box. I did! Oh, this has got one of those you gotta slide out. Okay, hang on. I gotta slide it out of there. Yeah, so as a kid, I had the Miss America, the Cox. Do you guys remember that one? The Cox 049 U-Control Miss America. And I always wanted another Miss America. Not necessarily this one, just a Miss America. There were a couple I was looking at. I almost bought a big one. I think it was 1600 size. It was a balsa plane. I forget who made it at the moment. But I almost bought that one because I just want a Miss America. Well, since this was on sale for just over $200, I said, fuck it, I'm buying it. Now, I'll be honest, I may never fly this plane. If I do fly, it would probably be like once, maybe. I really bought this as a hangar queen. This is just a display plane for me. Because I already have Voodoo. I've got one that flies. I just really think that I love the Miss America paint scheme. The desert after it rains is the best. Yeah, I never broke mine because I only flew it once and I got bored with it because I was already flying RC. So somebody said, "Oh, you got the control line's great." I'm like, "No, it's not. Oh, you got to try it." All right. So I went out and bought one. Flew it once and said, "Okay, that's enough. Not for me." I don't know what happened to it though. I assume my mom threw it away, more than likely. Which I'm kind of sad about. But possibly my brother has it, but he hasn't told me he has it. But if he does, that'd be wonderful. I would love it if he had it. Okay, So here's the instruction book, which is, these books are always great from FMS. So here's the propeller, which is the exact same propeller that's on Voodoo with the painted silver ends. I actually took mine and put foil, tape on foil on the ends, and it looked really cool for about a year, and then the foil started wrinkling up. It looks shit now. But for a while there, it really looked cool. And then it went all to hell. So that's okay. The prop's still usable. I can just pull the foil off. Didn't hurt the prop any. It just looks bad now, but it looked really cool when I first did it because it was chrome. Okay, so there's a spinner. Nice. What's funny about this prop is used on all of them. Okay, I had it on the table about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Remember the critical mass at the Sea Fury? It has the same prop on it. That's the same prop on the Sea Fury. It was on the what other planes did I buy like that besides the Sea Fury? I bought a bunch of those 1100 planes and sold them all, but they all had that same prop on them. The Corsair, yep, the Corsair has that prop on it. What else? I'm drawing a blank right now. Okay, so here's, hey man, the stars are already on this. How cool. All right. So here we go. Huh? Beautiful. God, that's beautiful. And then the bottom with the wheels retracted. Did I go the wrong way? I did go the wrong way. How come the camera's got showing more over there? That's weird. The camera's pointed the other way. Anyway, all right, so there. Yep, so there's the wing. Beautiful, just beautiful. Let me set that right there for a minute. All right, get the fuselage out. What do we got in here? A programming cord. What the hell would they use that for? Unless, oh, did this come with the reflex? Oh, I didn't think of that. And screws, prop hub, and an antenna in that bag. I didn't think about that. This might have the reflex in it. Maybe it's programmable. I didn't know that. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so here are the elevator horizontal stabs. You know, they plug in together like that. And then screw into the wing. Or into the fuselage, I mean, obviously. So there you go. All right, and then got this little spar right here. I'm not going to take that out. It's taped in here, leave it in there. And here are the wing. These are the fillets for the end of the wing. I forget what to call them. The slats now. The fences. Thank you. Wing fences. They go out here. So there's a pair of wing fences that go on the tips. And then the only thing left is the fuselage. you go. Very nice. Very, very nice. See, on Voodoo, when I had to put the decals on, there was a checkerboard decal that went right in this area here on the intake here and along this edge. And then it swooped up and then went back this way. It was a bitch to put on. But that was my video on how to install decals. I used that exact decal to install on my Voodoo. So if you guys want to go watch that video one day, how to install decals, because it's such a complex bend, curve, and to made it up correctly. So yep. So let me open this. I want to see if that reflex is in here, because yep, it is. So the reflex is programmable. I didn't know that. I didn't know this came with the reflex, honestly. My Voodoo didn't, because I bought the Voodoo 7 years ago. They discontinued these planes for years, and then they just brought it back with 4 new paint schemes. And the Voodoo is the only one they kept. The other 3 are all new, because they used to have a Strega. They didn't bring Strega back. They bought Blue Thunder. I don't even know what plane that is. They brought Voodoo, Miss America, Blue Thunder. What's the 4th one? I can't remember the 4th one at the moment. What's the 4th one? Anybody know? What are you guys painting with? What are you doing? What am I missing here? Clear coating a plane and the Minwax. Yep. Yeah, the Minwax works good. I also use a product called it's an automotive clear. It's called Duplicolor Protective Clear Coat. Perfect match protective clear coat. That works really well too. It's a little more expensive. Actually, the Minwax is cheaper, and it works great. I just did my Mamba on Minwax. So, yeah, it works good. All right, so there's the unboxing. Now I'm going to rebox it, guys, because I'm not ready to put this together yet. I'm not going to put this together until I'm ready to display it on my coffee table, and I'm not ready for that yet. I may fly it one day. I don't know. We'll see. But this was just a plane I really, really wanted. It was on sale. I couldn't pass it up. Been wanting this for a long time. So, pretty excited. Gotta tell you. Pretty excited. Okay, so which one is that's gotta go this way. Nope, doesn't even go there. Where the hell does this go? It doesn't fit here. Looks like it should fit there, but don't fit there. This reboxing stuff sucks. I can never remember where to put the shit. I guess I'll have to watch my video back to see how to rebox it. So how you doing, Philip? Welcome to the show, man. I don't think you've been here before, have you? Oh, these have to go back over here. Pull them apart, put some foam between them. That looks like a nice piece. What's that? Goes in there. No, I don't want to do that. Like that. That works. Okay. Where does the spinner go? That's right here. Put the spinner back in there. Put the tape over it. Thanks, Phil. There you go. Yeah, put it in the bedroom. I know that's sitting down in there, right? Isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. That's what's wrong. Now it's down in there. Now that piece will fit. Aha! I got hung up on the... prop hub. It was hung up in the phone. That's what was preventing it from going down. So where did the piece go? So this one goes here now. One way or the other. This way. Yep, like that. Where'd this one go? In here, but that goes over the wing. Okay, so now the wing goes back in. These prop foams go back in. I think they were on top of the wing, if I remember right. Okay, top of some of this stuff. Just for shits and giggles. Let's get in there. Okay, the wing should sit in there. I think it went in this way, I think the wheels were up. How the hell does this not fit back in the box? What the hell? Alright, so it's, yeah, it's wheels up, that's what I thought. It's gotta go in this way. There we go. And then this one over here for the props. The prop. Just like that. And then there's another one that goes on top of that. Wait a minute, I'm missing one. Where'd this go? Oh, right here. That's one that goes over top of that. Like that. And then there's a piece, another foam for the prop. Oh, here it is. Still taped to the box. Okay, let me put that over. Okay, there we go. All right, good deal. Got it. The instructions were in here somewhere, though. Where were they at? That was the first thing that came out of the box. All right, anyway, good enough. At least it has a prop on it. I'm trying to be. Well, Bill, I'm trying to be. Yeah, flip it good. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Michael. Well, that's you know, when you buy a mansion like you've got, that's what happens. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Fred. I was thinking I would do that later. I'll just watch it backwards so I see how to put this thing back in the box. Yeah, thank you, Randy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jeff Customs would be proud of me. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's a good idea. I'm just gonna put the instructions in after I slide it in the box. That way, they're not gonna damage any of the foam or nothing, and they'll still be in the box, and that'll be fine. That'll work out just fine. All right, this will work. Let's slide this back in there. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that sale they had for Mother's Day, but there was really only two choices on there for me, and I've always wanted that yellow P38, the P39, the yellow one. But it's only a 980, and that's the only reason I didn't buy it. Is they really don't like the 980 size planes. I have one, the FMS Razorback P47 is a 980. It's nice, but I just don't like that size airplane. So I didn't want to. I decided to go the. I think it was only $10 more to get this one. So I went this way. Let's try to slide out the other side. Oh, Dago Red, that was the other one. I don't know, one of you guys probably said that, but yeah, that was the fourth color I forgot, Dago Red. So yeah, they didn't bring Strega back, which I was really surprised. So I still have my Voodoo box, which is the exact same box as this, same size, but it has Voodoo on one side, and you flip the box around, and it has Strega on the other side. So they used one box for both airplanes. You know, it's got the Bill schemes on it, just one on the top, one on the top. So I thought that was clever. And I still have that box. So, all right. So what am I missing? Isn't Lawrence, Kansas, where they shot the movie the day after back in the 1980s? Boy, I don't know. That's a good question. I have no idea. So, thank you, Roy. Yeah, I really love that thing. I love my Voodoo. I've flown my Voodoo a bunch, and I almost lost it one day out at my old field. Had a Spectrum receiver in it back in the old days, and I lost. You know, we've had a lot of Spectrum shoot downs out at that field, and I was flying it pretty high, and all of a sudden it just rolled inverted, and I shit myself. I'm like, no, you know, and I rolled it back over, got it back, I brought it right back over, landed it, and so that's it. You know, it just scared the living fuck out of me. God damn, the brand new damn Voodoo, and you know, I thought I was gonna fucking lose it. Scared the hell out of me. So I threw a free sky receiver in and never had a problem after that. just for conversation piece. I have a the UMX. I love it. It's cute as hell. Beautiful airplane. I haven't flown mine yet. Bought it up at Birmingham last year at the Bigfoot event. I was selling it used, and he'd only flown it like once or twice. And he said it was too much airplane for him. So I bought it. Here it is. I think I need to put it on something so we can see it, or I have to close the laptop. If I close the laptop, I lose that camera, which we're not using at the moment anyway. Or maybe I have a better idea. Let's put it on this box. This will work fine. This is the box the Suzuki came in. Oh, the programming cable for the reflex. That's all right. I got that same cable with my Mamba. The Mamba uses the same cable. So there we go. We'll put Voodoo up here. That'll look good. So this is the decal I was talking about. You see how it goes under on the scoop, it goes under here, and then it has to meet up with here. So you can't put that part of the decal on until you put the wing on. So I did a demonstration on how to add that to get the checkerboard lined up right here where it matches up here. So I did a video. If you guys want to go watch that, it's pretty good video on how to do decals. So yep. So there's my Voodoo. Now the little one. I got the big one. I got the little one. Now I got Miss America. Next they'll come out with they'll do a UMX Miss America. You watch. That's probably the second most popular over Voodoo. So they'll probably do a Miss America. And if they do, I'll probably buy it. I gotta be honest. Yeah, if they come out with this, the Miss America in a UMX, I'll probably buy it. Just again, another hangar, just a hangar plane, because yeah, it's just a beautiful scheme. So I probably won't even fly it. I just put it on the coffee table next to the big one. You snagged a barbed wire fence with your airplane. What? How in the world did you do that? Oh, you have a Bob Hoover Mustang? Did somebody make that one, or did you do that yourself? Yeah, there you go. Arrester. Yeah, I caught the wire. I caught the number 3 wire. Yeah, that's what they keep telling me. It's crazy fast on 3S. Yeah. Yeah. Again, with my table looks a little plain. Oh, you have a UMX P47? Yeah, I never got that one. Oh, you turned an old Crow. Was that a Hobby King old Crow? You turned into a Bob Hoover? You out of here, Wild Bill? All right, buddy. We'll see you later. Which plane was it, Michael? The Durafly Old Crow, yeah. So you painted it all yellow, and then you had Cali Graphics do the graphics for you, or did you do it yourself? I have the F4F in the Park Zone size. It's a little bigger than the UMX. It's pretty small still, but yeah, I have that F4F, and that's that. The guys at my field were putting gigantic motors in that F4F, and it was a rocket ship. Oh my God, was that thing fast! Oh, Ken, you out of here too? All right, man. It's good seeing you, Kenny. We'll see you later. Oh, your new flight test nut ball. Is that the one you got hooked on the fence? Yeah, I remember the picture, Roy. I just didn't remember how you did it. You know, so did you put the stripes on? Doesn't it say Bob Hoover on it in big letters? I saw one in one of his photos. It was and it said it had his name on it. Philip, I love it. But it's too much money. I'll probably buy the 1.5 air tractor because, you know, that's kind of, it's overpriced. But I'd go that. But I'm not paying 180 bucks or 170 bucks, whatever, for a UMX plane. That's too much. I like it though, you know. But you know, if they lower the price, I'll buy one. You know, I've got, I think 7 or 8 UMX planes, but I never paid more than $100 for any of them, including this one. I paid $100 for this one. I'm just not going to pay more than 100 bucks for a UMX plane. So if they put it on sale, I'll buy it. I like it, but I want to get the 1.5 tractor myself. I like that plane. I have, I think, 2 air tractors right now. I have the Pawnee Brave Night Flyer from E-Flight, and I have the Dynam Cessna 188, which is an air tractor, and it's in orange. It's dusty crop hopper. I haven't put the dusty crop hopper decals on it yet, but I'm gonna. Yeah, I always wanted to get that one. I never got around to it. The Hobby King Old Crow. I have the Freewing, you know, Motion RC Old Crow. Donald, you retiring for the day? Okay. Oh, the earlier version was just a yellow Mustang with black stripes. What was the later version? All right, Donald. Hey, thanks for stopping in. It's good to meet you. We'll catch you later. Yep, Philip. We're thinking exactly the same. I just think, you know, the size for the money It's not worth 180 bucks. I can buy a really nice big airplane, and when I say big, I mean like 1100 size from Arrows RC for the same money. Like the Viper or the Merlin. We're talking that's Merlin money, and I'd rather buy a Merlin than that that little air tractor. So yeah, I'm just not going to spend that kind of money for it. Yeah, I don't know what their marketing ideas are over there at Horizon, guys. You know they keep underestimating the sales of their Carbon ZT28. They haven't ordered near enough, not even close. Right now they have over 1,100 ordered, and they only have on the books right now. I think they have 200 coming in, and they have 1,100 orders for the plane, and they only have 200 coming in. Oh, I don't know what they dropped today, Roy. It's, flip a coin. You know, Michael Bear, I totally get your thought process. I know you're having just as much fun flying your dollar planes from Dollar Tree as we are flying our big ones, our expensive ones, and you have a lot less grief too, for sure. Um, you wouldn't be in misery over a $650 airplane like I am. So, but I get it. I totally get it. Once these remote IDs come into effect, if they're going to make them be on the airplanes, and that airplanes go way up in price because of it, that's all I'll be building from now on is foam board planes. That'll be the end of it for me. So I'm stocking up now on all the cool stuff. So I'll have cool stuff for many years to come. But yeah, I'm going to be building a lot of flight test planes coming up in the future. It looks like if this remote ID bullshit continues on, I'll be yeah, exactly, Roy. That's how I'm going to tell them to go fuck themselves. I'm not going to buy any new airplanes. I'm going to build flight test planes because they ain't going to make me put a remote ID on a foam board airplane. Fuck them. Yeah. Drone tag? No, I have not heard of that. What is drone tag? Yes, Keith, you're right, and that's exactly why I haven't built a turbine. I did buy one though. I I haven't bought the turbine for it because I think I'm just going to make it an EDF. I don't think I'm going to put a turbine in it. I'm going to just put an EDF in it. Fuck it. The turbine idea. The other thing I thought about was it's about $10 a flight in fuel. So 6 flights on Saturday and 6 flights on Sunday. That's $120 a weekend in fuel. And I don't like that idea either. I can recharge a battery pack. I only have to buy it once, and I can recharge it 1,000 times. So yeah, I'm not real keen on the $10 a flight bullshit either. So yeah, I'm really weaning myself off of a turbine. I will set the plane up to be a turbine or EDF, and on occasion I might fly it as a turbine, but it's mostly going to be an EDF, I think. And that's if I ever get an affordable turbine for it. Still looking right now. I got a couple guys looking for a used one for me. But yeah, you hit the nail on the head with that one, Keith. Yeah, Craig, that'd be a great idea. You know, but you know, is that going to happen? No, they're just going to make us not fly. That's their whole. See, they want our 400 feet. That's what they want. They want our 400 feet for Uber taxis, you know, Uber air taxis, and remote delivery of product. You know, they want to be able to have clear air for all their little drones and shit to fly around. You know, in the sub 500 foot, our area. So where do you play this drone tag at, guys? Oh, is that right? Did Bruce design a receiver? That doesn't surprise me, no, at all. Bruce is a genius. That guy's, I love that guy. He's hilarious. Is there any of this drone tag on YouTube? Can we go watch that stuff? Is that available? All right, let me see what Randy put up. Let's take a look and see what the hell this is. Oh, so this is a module that drone tags. How much is it? 49 bucks? Yeah, looks like a waste of money. Yeah. Yeah, they haven't even talked about that yet. Are these remote IDs going to, have interference with our equipment and just cause more crashes? Yeah, I have a handheld scanner, so I could, listen. I can listen to all air traffic. So if there was air traffic coming through and they're talking on the radio, I'd hear it. Right, Randy. You're at the scene of the crash. Yeah. Yeah, this whole thing with the FAA and man, I'm telling you, it is so fucking annoying. Listen, we should all just get, you know, get our light sport pilot license, which is nothing. You just have to have a driver's license, or fuck it, let's get paramotors or ultralights. You don't need anything. You can fly them all you want. Don't need a damn thing. No license, no remote ID, no proof that you were trained. None of that shit. Hell, they want us to take all these fucking tests to prove we know how to fly this shit. You don't have to do any of that to fly a goddamn ultralight. You just go buy one and go fly it. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. It's just so fucking stupid. It's ridiculous. No kidding. All right, Michael, that sounds cool. Yeah, Kenny, for sure. If you got an FAA guy to approve what you guys are doing, holy crap, that's awesome. Yeah, actually, David, we had it when I crashed my Avanti into the parking lot. Um, both the AMA, there were two AMA officers there and an FAA officer there, and they were all making jokes the whole time. You know, I lost the radio. It was just doing loops by itself. And everybody said, hey, try turning the radio on and off. I tried that. I tried everything. They were all yelling. Nothing worked. I just didn't have it. It was doing loops. And then it crashed into a car and a van. The Flex Innovations van. And that's when they tell me that my homeowner's insurance covers it. And I said, I don't have any homeowner's insurance. And they said, oh, well then your AMA insurance will cover it. And I said, okay, good to hear. So yeah, all I had to pay was a $250 deductible instead of filing a claim with my homeowner's insurance for them to pay the whole thing. And if you have homeowner's insurance these days, you probably have a $2,500 deductible. So yeah, you're going to be out of pocket $2,500 before AMA will pick up the rest of it. Unless you don't have homeowner's insurance. Then you only have to pay the $250 deductible and AMA picks up the whole thing. How do you like them apples? Isn't that good to know? Right. So you have a $1,000 deductible. So if you crash your airplane into anything, guess what? It's going to cost you $1,000, and then your homeowners will take care of all of it up until they won't, and then AMA will kick in. AMA's the last resort, so you're fucked everywhere around on that one. So you're paying all this money to the AMA for nothing. Well, no, Roy, you just said your homeowners is $1,000 deductible. I'm reading. My homeowner's deductible is $1,000. So you don't have insurance. I don't understand. You lost me. How do you have $1,000 deductible if you don't have insurance? Oh, you'll just say you don't have homeowner's insurance. Yeah, I don't know if that'll work. I don't have homeowner's insurance because I have a 1982 trailer I live in. What am I insuring? It's worth about 50 cents, maybe $1. There's nothing to insure here. That's why I don't have insurance. The property's paid for. So I'm not going to insure this fucking double wide trailer. It's not worth shit. So, but if I build a house on the property, then I'll have to buy some homeowner's insurance, which me and the ex talked about the other day, as a matter of fact. If we build a house, we're going to have to insure it. So who do they want you to have an agreement with, Keith? Are you talking that they want a letter from the Air Force? You know, an agreement that you have, you know, privileges to fly in that area? What exactly are they talking about? Well, that's because you owe the bank money. I don't owe anything on mine. Mine's paid for. When you pay it off, you can stop paying insurance. See, if it was a real home, it'd be worth insuring. You know, because they'll replace it. They'll, you know, if it burns down or whatever, they'll rebuild it. You know, when your trailer burns down, they want to go out and find you a similar model at whatever price point they can get it down to. It's like buying a used car. You know, it totally different. You know, way they handle it. Well, last year my taxes were $720, Craig. This year, because of the garage, 1503. So they're telling me that this garage is worth more than the house and the property by itself. That the garage is worth more than actually owning the property and having a house on it, which I don't understand. So we're still going round and round. I'm still having discussions with the city over this because, you know, that was ridiculous. It more than doubled my insurance, my property value by putting this garage on it. You know, there's no way in the world that that should be right. So, yeah, God forbid you hit the president's airplane with a foamy, you know, that would be disastrous. Yeah, Michael. Well, it's a step up from your tent. Yeah. So we're seriously considering buying a pull behind trailer with slide outs in it, um, because it's way cheaper, and if we put it in the garage, it's, you know, protected from the weather, so we could literally live inside the camper, the trailer, whatever you want to call it, and then take it with us if we go to an event somewhere. We could actually take it with us, load the planes in it, and pull it with us, go to an event, and have all the amenities of home, because we're going to take our home with us. So we're debating that issue as well. We're looking at all kinds of stuff. We don't know what we're going to do yet. We're looking at a lot of different stuff. Oh, Craig, well, that's just it. You know, my property's worth more than the house for sure. But now they're telling me my garage is worth more than the house and the ground combined. They're telling me the building's worth more than the house and the land combined. That makes no sense. I don't understand how they can come to that conclusion. Roach Coach, what's up? I mean, it's like putting a big stereo in a car and big wheels and all that shit. So adding all that money to the car, did that make the car worth more money? Are they going to get more money for it when they go to sell it? Yeah, maybe from one or two of the millions of people out there might be willing to pay extra for the bling. Okay, so how many people are going to want a 32,000 cubic foot garage if I try to sell this property? I mean, the days of people collecting cars and shit are disappearing. The millenniums now don't give a fuck about a car. You know, they don't give a shit. They're not going to collect old cars. So that's all dying off. All that shit's going to go away. Nobody wants this big ass fucking garage for anything because all that shit's going away. People aren't doing it anymore. You know, they're not collecting cars and stuff. So who the fuck am I going to sell this property to that's going to be willing to pay twice as much for it now because of this fucking garage? Nobody. And that's the point I'm trying to make to this dumbass up at the county building, that this did not add value to my property. It's just a steel building. Okay? I don't know where you're coming off thinking it doubled the value of my property, because it sure as fuck didn't. What, Randy? What the fuck? I have no idea what the fuck that means. Right, Kenny. You'd have to have the property changed over to commercial property, which I may do, and then turn it into a business. Okay, and that may be what I end up doing here, because I have enough land for storage. You know, if you want to store an RV, a boat, that was what I bought this property for. Okay, but before I turn it into that, I have to put all the buildings and whatever I'm going to do on it, because the price is like gazillions more if you're trying to build a house or a building on commercial property. So I have to get all of it done first, and then if they make me to store boats and RVs and shit here, if they make me turn it into commercial property, I can do that, and I still have my building and my house and whatever else I build. So that's what we're looking at also. It's very complicated. I could have never put this building on this property if I'd already turned it into commercial property. It would have cost me, 100 times more than it already did. So same thing with the house. If I turn this property into commercial and then try to build a house on it, it ain't going to happen. I mean, it's just astronomical. No, I'm not going to put a meter on the building, Randy. I'm just going to run power from my main line over to the building, because my meter's not on the house. It's on a pole out front. So I'm just going to, and the main box is on the pole under the meter. So I'm going to drop another line out of that box, run it out here to the garage, and run power out here, and it's going to be on the same fucking meter. So Oh, I still think my property tax here is cheap compared to other places. I mean, I'm bitching about how much it went up because, I bought this property cheap because it was cheap and because the property taxes were cheap. And then they double it just because I put a fucking building on it. And, I just don't think that's right. There's no way that this damn building doubled the property value. It's impossible. But they more than doubled my taxes. So we have some discussing to do. The guy's been very nice. I've been nice. We're just, talking it over. I'm hoping by next year, though, when I have to pay my taxes, they're a lot lower. It's 40 feet by 60 feet, and it's 15.8 feet in the middle. The walls are 12 foot high, pitching to 15.8 in the middle. Yeah, I don't get charged my electric here, whether I use it or not. My water bill at my old place in Holiday, the new company that took over, yeah, they charge you a water bill whether you use it or not. I had the water turned off, and they kept charging me a water bill. I said, no, I'm not living in a house. Doesn't matter. You own the property. You have to pay the water bill. What? Yeah. So... Yep, concrete floor. Yep. Hey, you can watch them put it up, Kenny. I videotaped the whole thing. It's 4 days of watching concrete dry. Ask Michael Wrightsa, he'll tell you. Yeah, so yeah, I videotaped the whole thing, start to finish. The footing, laying the footers, pouring the concrete, then putting the building up. The whole thing's on tape. Just go to my channel and you can watch it anytime you want, as often as you want. Fast forward through it. Get to the good stuff, all of it. You can watch the concrete truck get stuck here for like 3 hours while they try to dig it out. It's pretty amusing. So, it's a beautiful building. They fucked it all up putting it up. Not that you can see it. You can't, but I know it's there because I watched them do it. So, the idiots that put it up were idiots. And this was their best builders, they told me. These are our best installers. And they fucked it all up. They fucked it up so bad the first day when they started to put the building up that they had to take all of the what do they call them? Hang on a second. The trusses, the steel trusses. They had to take them all back up to the shop and replace and repair them. Because the guy took a sledgehammer to him and started beating on him. I have no idea why. They're all hanging upside down on the forks of the fork truck that they made me rent. And he's just beating on them with a hammer. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, we have to get them all aligned first. Aligned with what? With each other? Why? You're going to just take them off and put them up. The fuck they got to be aligned for? So they didn't even understand what they were doing. So he's trying to move them around on the forks with a sledgehammer. So he destroyed the welds on, 3 or 4 of them, put big dents in the other ones. And then they came back the next day and started doing the same fucking thing. And I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, right, Michael. You don't even watch TV. Who are you kidding? You tell me you don't even watch TV. Oh, yeah. You have no idea how pissed off I was. I called the guy I bought it from. I sent him pictures of the damage they were doing. I said, you want to explain this to me? What the fuck are they doing to my building? And he says, he called me back. And he says, how did this happen? I said, they're beating it with a sledgehammer. And he's like, why? I said, I don't know. Can you call him and find out what the fuck is going on? So he says, yeah, because I want to know what the hell's going on. I don't understand. This doesn't make any sense. I said, yep, me either. I don't get it. I don't know what they're doing, but I don't like it. So he called the company that made the building. Oh, what a nightmare. I still might sue them. Well, I can't sue them. But I still might put a video up on YouTube bashing them, you know, because I have the proof. So I may just throw them under the bus and try to prevent anybody else from getting fucked like I did. Because after they damaged the new pieces that they brought out, after they took them all back to the factory and then brought them back the next day, those they put up. So the damaged ones are up, hidden inside all the steel. So, you know, if you've got a box, it's like a Coke can, you know? If this doesn't have any dents in it, you can stand on it. It will support your weight. But you put one little fucking dent in it and it'll collapse like confetti. Okay? And the building's the same way. The steel beams that they built only have structural strength until you damage them. And they damaged a shitload of them. So now is it really hurricane, you know, is it really hurricane proof? You know, I don't know. Fuck. So. Oh, you don't watch TV because the concrete video's on all the time. I'm sure your wife loves watching the concrete dry. Two wrongs don't make a right. Be nice? What do you mean, Randy? Be nice about what? Paul, probably not. I don't know that far off, but I'm probably not going to go back to Birmingham. As much as I loved it up there, and you and I had a great time, it's just too far to go. You know, it was 14 hours on the road. It was $700 in fuel there and back. 14 hours each way there and back, and $700 in fuel. So I doubt seriously we'll go back. I'd love to. I mean, I had a great time. It's a great place. I love it. I'm actually thinking about moving there. You know, honestly, you know, we've got a lot of pokers in the fire. We're weighing out a lot of options because my ex finally got her 20-year diamond ring and stuff from work, so she could retire at any time now. We were just waiting until they got that before she retired. So once she retires, we don't know what we're going to do. We might move somewhere else. I don't know what we're going to do. But Birmingham is not off the possibility. I'm not crazy about the weather there. That's why I moved to Florida, was for the weather. But I love the field. I love the people there. So I don't know. Well, like I said, it's all up in the air right now. We haven't made any decisions to do anything yet. So yeah, so far I don't have any leaks, Kenny. The building doesn't leak at all. There's wind drafts through it, which I can't figure out where the wind's coming in. That the draft makes it drafty in here, but no water in the building at all. I'm just worried about a hurricane, where they damaged these trusses and stuff. You know, are they really going to stand 150 mile an hour winds, or is it going to collapse? So that's why I was so pissed off that they were beating it with a sledgehammer, because, you know, I know structural strength, and they've destroyed any structural strength in these beams as soon as they put a dent in it. And yeah, I know, Michael. Why don't you and I both go live at the field next to Paul? Well, Keith, I might have to, yeah. You know, depending on what we're going to do. Um, it's I'll definitely turn the property into commercial property before we sell it and get it on the market as a turnkey business. You know, if I have some renters here, you know, storing boats, RVs, whatever, someone from out of the country that wants to move to America and have a permanent visa, all they have to do is buy a business. So if I turn this into a operational business, I can sell it that way. So you know, I was just watching a video the other day about the villages. This guy who doesn't live there was contacted. He does a lot of videos. I've never watched this shit before. I don't know. But some woman contacted him, wanted him to come and see what the villages was all about. So they were going all over the villages, and she was showing them all the different. There's like, I think 6 or 8 rec centers within the villages. It's 57 acres. No, I take that back. It's 57 square miles of property. 147,000 people live in the villages now. And so they were talking about all the amenities that you get for a fee. And they said the fee's under $300, but that includes all the golfing. I don't golf. I mean, I do, but I wouldn't. Shit, if I golf 3 times a year, that'd be a lot. But it includes that. It includes all the activities and all kinds of stuff. Is all part of that fee you pay every month. But it's less than $300, she says. Well, that's a freaking airplane a month. You know, that's a Miss America every month going to them instead of coming to my garage. So I'm not interested in that idea. Well, the airport will just not happen, Ronnie, if I move away from here. I don't know. You know, I can promise you wherever I go, though, I'm going to do the same thing. I'll buy a piece of property and do exactly what I did here. I'm not going to give up that idea. It just might not happen here. But yeah, I'm definitely going to do it. We may stay here. I don't know. We haven't made any plan. Like I said, it's all up in the air. We haven't made any decisions yet. We're just spitballing ideas. Are we going to stay here? If we stay here, are we going to build a house, or are we just going to buy a beautiful, slide-out trailer and put it in the garage and live in that? You know, we don't know yet. We don't know what we're doing. We're just kicking around ideas. She also talked about buying another trailer, a brand new trailer to put on here. We did look at a really nice one, but that's not going to increase the value of the property at all. You know, that just depreciates. You know, so yeah, we have no idea what we're going to do. We're just taking it one day at a time. There's so many things in play right now going on in our lives. You know, the lawsuit over the bus crash. You know, there's just a lot of things are in motion right now. We don't know what we're doing at all. Oh yeah, Ben, I would never move to the villages. They do have their own flying field up there, though. Yeah, and we can go up there and fly. You know, you can go into the villages. You know, there's guard gates at the villages at all the entrances, but they don't stop you. You know, the guard comes out and he just opens the gate and waves you in. They're just there for show. They don't stop you and ask for ID or nothing. They're just there for show. So you know, you want to go in the villages, you just drive in. Some jackass come out of it's a big meat packing plant at the airport in Brooksville, and he had a giant, you know, it's a semi-truck type tractor with a box on the back, a refrigerated box, and he come out of the property. Didn't even look, didn't stop, and drove right into the front of the bus, right into the right front corner. If I'd have been going any slower, he would have hit me. I'd be dead. If the fact that I was moving, the speed I was moving, and that I didn't try to stop, I just tried to avoid. Because if I'd have hit the brakes, I'd be dead. You know, my instinct was just to turn away from the crash. So I hard left turn. He hit the right in the front right passenger side of the front of the bus where the door is, you know, the door that opens to let you on the bus, and just destroyed the whole front of the bus. And my back's all fucked up from it. At first I didn't think I was hurt at all. First week, I was in no pain at all. I felt fine, and then I started having a couple episodes, PTSD. Episodes bad that I couldn't drive the bus. I had to get off the bus, and then they sent me to doctors, and that was a big farce. That my workman's comp doesn't want to pay the bill. They say it's not accident related. You know, it's just a big nightmare. No, there weren't anybody out there. I just had 2 passengers on the bus. I just let them off like 90 seconds before I got in the accident. You know, it was 2 bus stops back. I had just dropped them off, so there was nobody on the bus, just me. Yeah, 145. That was one of the myths that they were talking about on the video I watched. She says we're not all swingers up here. She said that you know, that's just a rumor that goes around that is not accurate at all, she says. So, but what does she know? You know, she knows the few people in her little community. So you know, who knows? They have their own roads, their whole road system up there just for the golf carts, which they call golf cars, not carts. You know, you have to get the lingo right. You know, you get in trouble if you call it a golf cart. It's a golf car. So they have their own road system for the golf cars, and they have bridges that go over the highway. When you're driving down the interstate, you know, you go over these overpasses or golf cart overpasses, golf car overpasses. So it was a pretty good video. If you wanted to learn about the villages, it was a pretty good video. You know, it showed a lot of very interesting stuff. Yeah, Fred, that's kind of the rumor mill anyway. And you know, Wesley's dad used to live in the villages. Actually, he still might. I don't know if he's moved. You know, they're building a garage mahal right next to Wesley's house. The Band of Buzzards flying field is right. Wesley lives less than a mile down the street from it. And I guess his dad bought the property next door to his house, Wesley's house, and they're building a garage mahal on it that Dad's going to live in. So he's going to turn it into a barnuminium, you know, just like I am, or may. You know, we're still, again, that's still in the air. We don't know what we're doing yet. But so Wesley's dad's moving in next door to him, out of the villages. I guess he lives in the villages now. So, yeah, the first time any of you guys actually saw it was the other night on the show. I was in a lot of pain the other night. So usually I don't have to show it. You know, it's not there all the time, but it comes and goes. And I had a bad night that night on the show. So I was late to the show because I had to go take some pain pills. And but anyway, so I've been seeing a chiropractor since 2 weeks after the accident because things were going downhill fast, and I never got an okay from the doctor to go back to work, but my boss told me to come back to work anyway. Roach Coach, you out of here? All right, man. You have a good night. Yeah, all those old women had smiles on their faces. Yes, they did. Did you watch the video, Randy? Yeah, Ben, it's been my life story all along. It never frickin' ends. It swear to God. You know, every time I think I've turned a corner and it's going to get better, something else happens. And it's just, you know, it just never ends. I don't know. I really don't know what to do anymore. That's why I fly these airplanes. Because when I'm flying my airplanes, my mind's on the airplanes. So I don't think about all the shit that's going on in my life. You know, the IRS is after me for something I didn't even do. They say I have to fix it. Well, how do you know, I didn't default on a credit card bill. Some other guy did that used my social security number. But they said I have to call the credit card company to fix it. Well, have you ever tried to call a credit card company that you don't have an account with? Because the first thing they ask you when you get on the phone is, what's your credit? You know, the robotic woman, what's your account number? And if you don't have an account number, they hang up on you. You don't even get past her without an account number. So how the fuck am I supposed to fix it? So I owe the IRS a bunch of back taxes that they actually aren't hounding me for it anymore because, I mean, they take it out of my return every year. So I never get a return. I file my taxes and they keep all my money. So until they pay it off. Fuck, I don't know when that's going to happen. So, yeah, just one more of the wonderful things in my life. Fuck. So, yeah. What's the life of Brian? I don't know that one. Oh, so when you're riding the bikes, your motorcycles, that's all you think about is the motorcycles, yeah? Yeah. Now, I have one, you know, I have two motorcycles, you know. You rode one of them. Yeah, same thing. When I get on my bike, I don't think about anything else. I need to watch, what, The Life of Brian? Is that a movie? Oh, if it's going to be basically my life story, I don't want to watch it. Trust me, I won't find it amusing. You know, when you're living it, it's not funny. So, yeah, it just never seems to end, Ben. You know, it just, I can't even begin to tell you how bad it's gotten. So, you didn't even know about the woman that moved into my house and wouldn't leave. I don't think you even heard that story. Cost me $600 to make a woman move out of my house I never told she could move into. Figure that one out. And it took over a month. It took almost 3 months to get her out. Yeah, when I come over to, we'll play trains and I'll tell you all about it. Unbelievable. All right, well, let's stop talking about this crap. Let's talk about airplanes. What do we, so what do you guys think about, I don't know, well, anybody got any opinions about the F7F Tiger Cat? You know, you think I did the right thing? You think I should have bought a new one? You know, looking forward to seeing this one repaired. What do you know? Anybody got any thoughts on that? And then we'll move on to something else, whatever else we want to talk about. The yeah, Fred. You know, I always had this dream that you know, when you retire, retirement age, you retire, how easy life's going to get. Fuck. Not anymore. I don't know where those days were, but they're gone now. It just doesn't exist. You know, it's just ridiculous now. Yeah, Michael, it's just you'd have to go watch my video on it where I show the landing gear and how good it flies and how scale it is. It's just an amazing airplane. So yeah, I'm looking forward to, you know, having it back together. It won't happen for a while. You know, it's not something that's going to get fixed right away. Um, yeah, Lyndon, that's what they keep telling me. Yeah, Ben, your life, you know, things went pretty well for you. You know, in the long run. I mean, you know, it worked out pretty good for you. God bless you. Mine just seems to keep turning upside down. I'm just hoping that it finally rights itself and stops. You know, instead of upside down, it right side up and stops. Sooner or later, I'm really hoping that happens. Yeah. So Ben, you don't want to. You're really not going to fly anymore. You're just going to sell everything. You know, I still have that. The hell's the name of that German plane? the Albatross? Is that what it is? Yeah, the Albatross. Yeah, yeah. I still have that Albatross to trade with you. You know, I haven't put it together yet. Um, but if you want it, I will. You know, I mean, if you want to trade it off, so yeah. I don't know if this one will fly any better than yours. I would assume it will. They can't all fly like that. I don't know what the hell's wrong with that plane. Something's wrong with it. It's weird. Yeah, Michael. See, you're married. You don't have to worry about those things. So my ex-wife left me for the third time. And that's when this woman I started dating, and then she just kind of moved herself in without me knowing it. She was hiding everything. I had no idea. She was stuffing it under the bed, in my drawers, and then when I told her to get out, and she said, "No, you can't make me," and I called the police. They came and she showed them all of her things are here, like she's been living there for years, and they said, "We can't make her leave." Great, great, thanks. So, I don't know why she wanted to live in this shithole. She's got $1 million house. Well, she destroyed it, but it's still $1 million house. She's a hoarder. And she completely, literally filled her house with so much crap you can't get in it. I'm not exaggerating. You literally cannot get in the house. She doesn't live in it. She lives on the front porch. She's got a refrigerator and a chair on the front porch. And that's where she stays. And I was trying to help her. I wanted to help her. I understood her. And that's what we had in common. Yeah, Ben, exactly. So we had made plans of how we were going to clean the place up, and she's owned the house for 9 years. She's never turned the water on because there's an outstanding water bill from the previous owner, and she won't pay it. So she's never had running water in the house for 9 years. She has electricity, but no air conditioning or heating because the air conditioner broke, and she won't pay to fix that either. So she doesn't have any air conditioning or heating in the house. And the pool pump broke, so the pool is, a pond, with all kinds of critters, I imagine, living in it. Because the pool pump broke, she won't pay to fix that either. The woman's worth millions, but she won't spend it. She'll spend it on food. She loves food. She'll spend it. Won't spend it on her own home or herself, or spend it on me, But I think that was to soften me up so that I would let her stay in the house. If she didn't turn into mega bitch, I might have let her stay in the house. But then she turned into a woman. That's not who I was dating. I don't know who this woman is. So that's why she had to go. Yeah, I almost did, Randy. But I would have been in jail and she would have been living in my house. And I couldn't do that. That thought went through my head so fast that if I hit this woman, I'm going to jail and she's going to be living in my house. And I just couldn't do it. Man, I wanted to, but I couldn't do it. So I had to do it legally to make sure I got her out of my house. And so that's what I did. It cost me $600 and 3 months, so almost 3 months. But I got her out. So yeah, I know, Ronnie, doesn't it? A rear nake clock works. I don't know what that is, Randy. I don't. I'm completely lost on that one. I don't know what that is. Oh, Michael Bear, that's awesome. You know, and when if I get to retire from the buses, I would like to do that. I would like to work at an animal shelter for sure. I would love that. So if I ever get retired from the buses, I would definitely do that. Yeah, they are, Ben. You and I know that. We've both had dogs most of our lives, I think. Um, you know, the one we have now is just, and I didn't want a dog because I knew I'd get attached to it, and I knew she'd leave me again. So she did, took the dog with her, then came back, and then left again, took the dog with her, came back. So it was hell. I mean, because I loved the little guy, and so yeah, it's like I said, it's just been a roller coaster ride. Listen, let's stop talking about this shit. I don't want to talk about this shit. Let's talk about airplanes or anything with this shit. I don't want to talk about this shit. They probably didn't know that, Ben. You haven't been in here that much. Well, that's probably part of the reason that Barbara wouldn't leave, Randy, is because I did the dishes, I did all the cooking, and I'm a damn good cook. So that this woman was taking me all these restaurants that she thought were the greatest things on earth. And one by one, she was getting more and more disappointed with them because I cook way better than these places she was taking me. She'd take me to these high dollar places. And, you know, we were at one and they served her a baked potato that was, you know, nothing special about it. And I turned it into something special right before her eyes with what they had there. I said, if I had what I have at home, I'd really knock your socks off. But we'll just work with what they have. And she couldn't believe it, you know. So the last place she finally took me was this fish place. And from the moment we started eating the food when they delivered it, she was just so disappointed. And she just looked at me and she says, "So what do you think?" And I'm like, "I don't know. What do you think?" She goes, "I think I've lost my appetite to eat anywhere else but with you." Yeah, well, you should have thought about that before you frickin' tried to take over my house. No, Roy, the one other motor tested fine. I'm just going to replace the one that was bad. You know, the left one's hotter, gets hot as fuck. So the right one was cold as a cucumber. I mean, it had just enough warmth in it to tell it had been run, but it not hot at all. I mean, it was just barely warm. So I don't think there's anything wrong with the right motor. It's the left motor that is filling the hole, and that's the one that gets hot as fucking shit. So yeah, I'm just replacing the left motor with an FMS motor. I bought the same motor. I was going to buy an aftermarket motor, but the price difference wasn't enough to take the chance. It was only about a $6 difference between one from that Altitude Hobbies, which I really like, by the way, and the motor from FMS was about a $6 difference, so it wasn't worth taking a chance. I bought the FMS motor. All right, Ronnie, we'll see you later, man. Have a good night. Yeah, I think we're going to call it here. It's 12:30, and you guys don't want to talk about anything but life and crap, and I don't want to talk about that. So let's move on, shall we? Nice. Awesome. Micah, you're going to love that thing. It's the big brother to this one. I only bought the 100 watt. You got the 200 watt. Yours you can operate from your cell phone. It does all kinds of cool shit. But it's awesome. It really does an awesome job. Yeah, you just turn it on and forget it. It's powered by the battery you're discharging, so there's no external power source. As soon as you plug the battery, you're going to discharge into it. You've already given it the power it needs. So yeah, it's cool as shit. Yeah, I got it. How many SMSC packs have you bought? Because I'm thinking about buying a couple. I have to replace this one, the one in the crash. I got to replace that one anyway. So I'm thinking about trying the SMCs. Oh, that's a good question, Michael Bear. I don't know. Did Horizon release anything today? I didn't even think of that until you said that. Let's go look. I didn't even think of that. Nobody mentioned it either. This whole time on the show, nobody even mentioned that. Probably because they didn't come out with anything. Oh, there's a new real flight out. Yippee-doo. Oh, we got a sale. Arma's on sale. Some more Surface stuff on sale. I'll go check that out. I want to see what they got. I still want that orange Jeep. If they ever put that down cheap enough, I want to buy that. Oh, that's only 30 bucks, 40 bucks. That's nothing. 30 bucks, 60 bucks, 40 bucks. This is all bullshit. 40 bucks, 40 bucks, 30 bucks. Well, you're going to have to discount the hell lot more than that to get me interested. That's ridiculous. 30 bucks. Oh, that's ridiculous. Yeah, there's nothing worth buying here. Nothing. You don't even have to look, guys. I just looked. It ain't worth it. Don't even bother looking. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. Nothing worth buying there. $30 off. That's ridiculous. All right. So we got a new real flight. I have plenty of airplanes to fly in their real flight. I don't need to upgrade. Sorry, it'll work just fine the way it is. Yeah, there's nothing new out. They didn't come out with nothing. I'm on Horizon site and there ain't shit here. So other than the new real flight, it's got a few new airplanes in it is all. That's it. I don't see anything else. Yeah. Yep, I don't see shit. So, yeah, nothing new from Horizon. Yeah, Ben, I don't know what the story is with that new twin, the Timber twin. Yeah, I don't know. Same thing. Some people say it flies really good. Other people say it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. Motion RC has a Twin Otter? Oh, that's interesting. Horizon's got a Twin Otter. I have that. Oh, Motion's Twin Otter is that big wood one. Yeah. Yeah, I think I remember that. Well, Lyndon, it's not. Somebody made his own RC Scrappy. It's not a kit or anything you can buy. I saw that video. Well, actually, I didn't watch the video. I saw it on my playlist, but I haven't watched it yet. But yeah, some guy made his own home built RC Scrappy. Yeah. Wow, Micah, you went battery crazy. Holy shit. That's a lot of batteries you just bought. Holy mackerel. Yeah, the twin timber. No thanks. Yeah, I agree. I'm not the least bit interested in that thing. I'd buy the UMX tractor before I even look at the twin timber. Oh, he made the Scrappy from the E-Flight Carbon Cub. Oh, did he? That's interesting. Yeah, I'll have to go watch that. I want to see what he did. According to my source at Horizon, who's reliable, they are working on a Scrappy. So there's one coming. I can't believe they're going to do it, but he says they are. So after how horrible the Draco went over, I can't believe they're going to do it again. I just can't believe it. Oh my God. So, but that's what he tells me. So it'll probably be another year before we see it. Yeah, Lyndon, I'll have to check that out. I've been meaning to watch that. I just haven't gotten to it yet. But I'm going to go check that out. Yeah, Lyndon, I know. A lot of people told me that. I didn't think they would because, see, what you probably don't know is on the day that they opened the Draco for buying, they pre-sold 18,000 Dracos the first day on the pre-sale when they put it online. They pre-sold 18,000. Okay, 13,000 of those orders were canceled. They only sold 5,000 Dracos total. Well, they haven't even sold them all yet, but that's all they ever ordered was 5,000. They stopped ordering it, discontinued the plane. They still have a couple left, I guess, the plug and play version. Because I saw them yesterday on Tower Hobbies website. So Tower still has plug and play Dracos for $449. That's $200 cheaper than it was when they released it. Yeah, it's a great airplane, Michael. I had mine in the trailer for you. If you came over here to fly, you could have flown mine. I had the Valiant in the trailer too. I don't know if you've flown one of those, but you'd love it. It's a great airplane. Yeah, it depends, Roy, how much weight he put on the damn thing. You know, if he's got it all weighed down with solar panels and, you know, whatever, I don't know. You know, the crazy landing gear with the hydraulics. Did he do that? I haven't watched it yet. I got to watch it. So, yep, there's one in mind too. And I'm seriously thinking about buying a second one. At that price, I wouldn't mind having a second one. So yeah, so that's the word anyway. Yeah, I'm sure it's a good video, Lyndon. I got to go watch it. You know, like I said, I saw it in the queue. I just didn't click on it yet. So yeah, I'll have to go watch it, see what he did. I have no idea what Horizon's doing with their Scrappy or when it's coming out. You know, all I know is my buddy told me they are working on it. So, but like I said, after the disaster the Draco was, I can't believe they're going to do it again. I hope they learned their lesson this time. All right, guys, I'm going to call it. It's been fun. Thanks for coming. Hope you enjoyed my unboxings. You know, it's kind of happy about those. That kind of cheered me up a little bit. I'm kind of surprised that I didn't get the little parts I ordered yet. I thought some of them were coming today in this box, but all I got was the fuselage. So we'll hang in there and wait for the rest of the parts to get here, and then we'll get busy putting it back together. So, and until then, you know, until I get my house situation situated, Miss America is going to stay in the box. So, yeah, I'm sure we'll be in the Zoom tomorrow, Michael. So we'll see you then. We'll see you in the Zoom. Good night, Fred. See you later. Good night, Randy. Lyndon, good night. Roy, good night, Roy. I think that's everybody that I know is talking. Oh, Ronnie already left, though. Ronnie's gone. Good night, Roy. Ronnie, if you're still here, good night. Micah, you have a good night. I think I've got everybody, unless somebody... Paul, are you still here? So, all right, we'll catch you guys later. Have a good night.